Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of SolitaryCraft. I recorded an episode earlier, but I decided it was not that great, so we're going to skip it. All I really did was we made the rolling machine, made some steel plates, and I fumbled around with this thing, the machinist workbench. I had some trouble with the schematics and I don't know. I think I've gotten it all worked out. I also showed a fun block I found. It's called a soul ripper. There are 4 tiers of this machine, if you want to call it a machine. This one, the radius is only like 2. They go like 2, 4, 8, and 12, I think, or something like that. You do have to give it a redstone signal. It glows when you give it to it. And it kills mobs or damages mobs within the radius. How you make the thing: you get some demonic ore from the nether, you cook it into demonic ingots, and you do it in this demonic furnace, which is it's like the regular furnace recipe, but with nether bricks, the bricks that look like this, and you have to craft it in the soul workbench. You can look up the recipes. It's a fun little block. I think we'll use it to make a mob farm in the future. It does not drop XP, but it does drop items. So that is good for us. So we have a bunch of steel plates over here. This is my little setup. We have an iron chest full. It's going to be plenty. What I want to power the boilers with, I've already made the one firebox. We're going to put them up here. It just so happens that, like I said last time, it's directly below the tree farm. Couldn't have worked out better. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set one up right here. And I want to power this thing with planks for now. I don't really feel like cooking up charcoal and all that. So let's see. I was going to leave a little bit of room on each side of this. We'll move it over one. So there's that. The last time I tried, the boilers would not take items directly out of a deep storage unit, unfortunately. I made some of the faster item ducts, so we'll see A, if I made enough, and B, if they're fast enough. I don't think it'll be a problem. So let's go over here momentarily. I want to use a machine I've never used before. I thought about the sawmill, but I think that's going to be too slow. But the cyclic assembler should be fast enough. From what I understand, if you make a schematic, which I believe you have to do in the workbench here. So if we put that in there, that's obviously the recipe. If we write it to the schematic, then we can take the schematic. And if we hook this thing up to power, we'll just put it... Where's my hole in the ground? I better make sure I can pipe this stuff upstairs. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just put it... How about right here? We'll turn on this dynamo. And we will put the schematic in it. And that made it pretty fast. So what I want to do is I want to pump stuff into it. The logs, obviously. And then I figure we'll put a couple of planks in a deep storage unit. See if it'll take it. If not, we'll just put a chest as a go-between. But I want to pump all of the wood out of this deep storage unit into the cyclic assembler and then pump it out into the not MFE, the DSU. And actually, let's do this. Let's move this machine up. We'll just run the conduit up instead. And how about we put it right here? I think that'll be better overall. So we'll put that here. We'll take some of these guys. I'm pretty sure that's the wood one. Yep. And we're going to have to run water down here also. I'm not going to make another ender tank for this. So let's just pump that right there. The water is on the next block. So I didn't bring any fluiducts, but I think they're in the chest right here. Let's just see what the upgraded ones cost. Copper and hardened glass. We have plenty of that. We'll make a couple of those real quick. If I find where my hardened glass is. I think that'll get us a stack. Excellent. So let's also grab a stack of plates. And I forget how many of these. I know that 2 is the recipe. 2 we get 1. So I'm going to need 72, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 36. It's 9999. Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and get this guy working. Look at him go. Awesome. And we'll run some fluiduct down here also. We don't want that to connect. I don't think it'll hurt if it does. It's not that big of a deal. And I'll just run the pipe like that for now. It may go in the floor with the facade at some point, or forge multi-part or whatever. It's not going to do anything yet because it doesn't actually make the multi-block until we put it all together. I think we need 2 layers for the thing to actually create. Yeah. So now it's a multi-block. Fills up pretty quickly. And this one high pressure boiler, I think they do about 144 MJ per tick. There's actually a block in extra utilities. I forget what the name of it is, but it'll convert the energy from MJ to RF, or RF to MJ. I don't see it, though I've never really seen it in NEI. I've only seen it in the world. I think it's there's an energy pipe, but there's There's some sort of energy converter. And it may just be the pipe looks different once you put the thing on it. That's weird. It may not be in this version. I don't see it in here. So here it is. Transfer node. I believe that'll convert MJEU, RF, whatever. I'm not that familiar with it, but I want to try it out. So we are about full of stationary tropics water. Let's put the deep storage unit here just to see if it, yeah, it does not take the items out of it. So let's put our floor back. And we've got a bunch of wood queued up. I'm not sure what happens here. We'll find out in a minute. So we're going to need to pump the stuff in. So I think we can just put the DSU right next to that thing. I think it'll work just fine. Look at it go. Wow, that's fast. So then we'll need a pipe. Actually, I think we can just pipe it straight out of the DSU because that's going to be, I think it's going to be fast enough. So let's just put that like that. Maybe these don't connect to the DSU. They don't. Oh, man. I actually... Wait, that's because it's the fluid duct, right? Yeah. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I know I've done this before. Okay, there we go. So we'll do it like that. We'll pop that over there. And this thing burns planks pretty quickly. But we're still gaining on this end. We've got, I don't know, 70,000 logs at least. So I think we're good on that. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So as long as this thing stays full, which it looks like it is, and as long as this thing keeps gaining, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think there may be an item duct above this one that is probably faster. The impulse item duct. I will make those at some point. I haven't really collected enough glowstone to do so yet. But we are heating up. So as long as the tree farm keeps running, we've got plenty of fertilizer and dirt right now, so I don't foresee that being an issue, especially since I'm going to switch over to AE pretty quick. I need it. I've got too much stuff. I can't find anything. It's just all everywhere. It's ridiculous. So there we go. There's our boiler. I'm going to put another one over here if we need it. We may or may not. I just wanted to put some space in between them so the engines can share the pipes. Well, the engines, if I have some right here, can share. Or what do you get? I think you get 18 engines on one of these things. Something like that. 18 industrial steam engines. So we're not going to make steam for a while yet. So it'll be the next episode before we can do anything with this. It's just one of those things you have to start up and let it go for a while. And we still have plenty of steel. That's not an issue. Yeah, this is the mess right now. I've been running around Mistcraft Ages, found a couple villages, got some heads, some bees, you know, another portal gun, just normal find it in the other world stuff. I haven't been to the Twilight Forest yet. That's going to be even more of a headache. But I have started making the AE stuff. So I'll make all that before the next episode, and we'll set it up. I'm just going to fly up stupid elevators. We'll set it all up. We'll have plenty of power. It won't be an issue. And then we can move all of this stuff out of the way and relocate and situate stuff. And I think I'll probably turn this off because I don't think we're going to need many more steel plates. The reason I made so many is because you also use them for the liquid tanks. So I figure, you know, that'll probably be enough. If you do automate this, keep in mind, you have to set the recipe in here before it will do anything. So you just have to put 4 ingots and then they'll start pumping in after that, but not before. So I think that'll do it for this episode. Like I said, coming up, we'll do AE, and this thing should be making steam by the time I'm back with you. And then we'll be able to reorganize, and I want to start in some of the fluid, the ME fluid stuff pretty quick. So that'll do it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.